Hello, hello. Welcome drivers to #canDoMindset community. A community for all of us who believes that we can and we deserve everything what is the best in the life, and the only one thing that we need to work first, it's our mindsets. So the way we see ourselves, the way we see our surroundings, the way we perceive ourselves, the way we believe ourselves. If you're here first time, my name is Rad, and it's my great honor to be your host today in this live. And today I would like to talk about how your thoughts influence your life. In a sense, you probably hear about law of attraction. I'm a huge believer of this law, and the law itself states that whatever you focus on, that is the thing you attract to your life. And I had many examples from my life and from life of other people I talk with that this actually works. But it was working in the, let's say, not the pleasant way. And I was always thinking, okay, but look, all my friends, all people I'm talking with, me myself, we all want to have great lives, right? We want to have happy relationships, satisfying and giving us enough money, works or businesses, healthy life, and all the good things, right? Although many times happen that we actually don't have this. Even though we desire this, we want this, we all the time thinking about this. Is it that right? Is this actually what you are focusing on? Because I know I haven't. I know from my life, from my experience, many times was enough to something little happen, like unexpected bill coming in, where I get short on the money or cut on my wages or whatever. Some healthy issues. Very little thing happened, and at this moment, instead of refocusing myself, I was grudging on this. I was thinking, geez, I can't afford this, or I can't do this, or I'm sick, or I'm that. Or I was constantly allowing my thoughts to stick to this kind of area, let's say. I don't know the word now. Stick to this negative experience I had. Right? And when I'm talking with people and my friends, it's what we usually are doing. I'm curious if you are similar, if you the same, if you do the same when you experience something negative or not pleasant happening in your life. And then, well, focusing on this, the law of attraction had to work. And brings me more of that. So I can be sad, negative, whatever, even more. Isn't it? In this sense, it works. But then I started thinking, okay, but I don't actually want this. So how can I channel my thoughts somewhere else? How can I let that go, this negative event, just happen, right? Life happens in different ways. So how can I use my thoughts to actually attract the things I want? And this, when I was reading some book, this was explained very nicely there, that we love to focus on the things that we don't want in our lives. And in this sense, no one from us wants to those negative, unpleasant things happen in our lives, isn't it? So we focus to not have that experiences, but we focus on this, and by focusing we bring that even more, bring those events, things, people even more to our lives. And then the book says, so instead of doing this, instead of focusing what you don't want, convert those thoughts and start thinking what you want, what kind of events, experiences you want to have in your life, what kind of people you want to bring in your life, what kind of relationship, what kind of job. And all the time, because I know from experience that mind is very naughty, so to say, and will try all the time, brings you back to this negatives and say, yeah, I need to protect you, so you have to think that this you don't want, this you... Whatever that happen, just pause yourself, step back and ask, okay, what I want instead. And at this point, start to imagining with all your senses you can use what kind of experience you actually want instead. So this way you refocus yourself, you channel your thoughts into events and other things that you want in your life. By doing this, you'll bring more of them in your life. And believe me, every time when your mind will try to go there, and every time you rechannel yourself, will be easier. Of course, there will be, or there might be, maybe not will, but there might be situations when you will have kind of doubts, low days. I have them quite often. A few months ago, when I happened to go through difficult times. But then, every time at this kind of moment, just think, do I really want to experience this? Do I really want to think about what I don't want in my life? Or just, I can rechannel my thoughts myself. I can change them to something different, to focus on things or events or experiences that I want in my life. Ask yourself a question: what actually will happen? How I will feel whenever I will focus too heavily on difficulties that happening in life, or even don't happening to me, but I hear them in the news or from friends, the bad news. What happens if you focus on this? Just on this. How that makes you feel? Is it something that you want to experience? You might have some experiences from the past. We all have. And many times we stick to them, we think about them, we repeat them in our minds. Like, probably you hear that, but our mind actually don't recognize what happened, what's happening in your life really, or it's what is just going on in your brain. And it takes whatever you think about, it takes as a reality that you're experiencing. So whatever you grudging on something that's happened in your past and imagining this, it just triggers the old emotions that you have stored, that were connected with this experience from your past. Another nice tips or trick that you might use is to live in one day compartment. So your past, you cannot change it, right? Your future, you can change it, but you can impact it only by what's going on now. So if you focus solely on your day today, on this what's going on with you, around you, if you focus your thoughts, all your powers on this day, on whatever you can do in this day, this way, that's the only way that you can impact your future. And that's what we're trying to learn in this hashtag canDoMindset community. How we can set our mindset to focus on what is in front of us, to focus on this day, how it can help us, how we can set ourselves to be aligned with our future that we deserve, that we desire. So, if you're not a member of hashtag canDoMindset community yet, I'm inviting you to join it. It's a community on Facebook. And ask your questions, have a chat with me, get support from others, help others to grow, to transform their mindset to the way that it will really help us to focus on what we can do for our better future, how we can transform our mindsets so it will support us on this path to transformation. With all this, I wish you all many blessings.